We had this guy, Fedor Gorst, came in. But how old's Fedor? 23?
22?
22?
I think so, yeah.
22, 23 years old. If not the best pool player in the world, top 3 for sure. We came in here and we played him on that table. It was wild.
Did you stand a little bit of a chance? You're
I
good.
won the first 2 games.
Oh, really?
I ran out the first game and I won the second game.
Take that, Fedor.
I got lucky. Well, he gave me a shot in the first game. Like, I think he broke and didn't have a shot on the object ball. He pushed out and I ran out.
Where's he from?
Something like that. Or he missed, I ran out. I forget. He's from Russia originally. And he's got a green card playing pool in the United States. But, dude, he is incredible. Like, the level between me and him,
right?
Who's like, I'm like a B player. You know, probably like you are in golf. I'm like a B player.
Yeah.
And then watching him play, like, holy fuck, man.
It's a different world.
It's humiliating. He's so good, and his cue ball position is so perfect. Like, when he's moving the ball around, it's so effortless and smooth, and that ball just slides right where it's supposed to go, and then knocks that ball in, the ball slides right where it's supposed to go, and it's all the same speed. It's just this smooth, effortless stroke. Oh my God, it's amazing.
But that's what you do. That's the difference. That's what I was like. I'm, mediocre at best at pool, but it's because I don't have my fluidity is off with that. I'm not good at it. Where like yours is like that. That's the same thing with golf. It's like it's all fluidity.
I could play, if I played every day for like a year, I could be a shitty pro.
At pool?
Yeah. Like I'd go to tournaments and, get knocked out and I'd be in like the top 32 of a 50-man tournament.
But you do good enough to keep up.
Yeah, but like I could never keep up with those guys. To keep up with guys like Fedor, first of all, you have to be practicing 8 hours a day for years.
Yeah.
It's not just that I could pick up and go 8 hours a day and be as good as he is. It's not going to happen. The gap is so far. Yeah. I would have to be like fully dedicated to being a professional pool player because all those guys that are the top of the top, they play 8-10 hours a day. Shane Van Boening, who is one of the best, if not the best in the world, he's right there with Fedor. I want to have a challenge match with him and Fedor here on that table and just stream it. When he would practice his break for 5-6 hours in a row, just rack the balls like a robot, ba-blam, rack the balls like a robot, ba-blam, rack the balls just over and over and over. And he has a hearing aid. He's deaf. He was born deaf. He just shuts his hearing aid off, so he can't hear anything. Oh, wow. All he does is like focus on the task.
That's fucking wild.
And he's a monster. He's the most evil breaker in the world because he'll play 10 ball and he'll break and make 6 balls in the break. So you're playing 10 ball, but he's playing 4 ball because he's not like a big giant guy either. It's just a smooth. It's the way you're driving the golf ball. That smooth, perfect technique. That's what he has when he drives the cue ball. It's amazing.
Because you don't need to be. I've noticed some of those guys. I mean, I know almost nothing about pool, but anytime I've seen it, like either you've shown me. Is they don't, not all these guys are big boys, but they hit the fucking shit out of it, even if they're smaller guys.
The cue ball the cue stick rather do the work for them though.
Yeah.
When they're doing it, they're not like muscling it. It's like a acceleration of the arm, and there's a thing called a slip stroke where you actually let the cue go and you kind of catch it at the bottom of the cue. And a lot of these old time really smooth players, they would play with a slip stroke. And when you watch the guy with a slip stroke, you're like, oh my God. Like you have to be so advanced to be able to play smooth and effortless with a slip stroke.
You let go of it for a fraction of a second? Fuck that.
You let go of it.
I've done that on accident.
It slips out of your hand, you catch it, but it's because they're cradling that stick. They're not gripping it. Like if you watch someone who doesn't know how to play, they grab it like a baseball bat. But if you watch like Fedor or you watch like Efren Reyes, like the best of the best, they cradle it in their hand. They're just they're barely holding on to it. And they're letting their arm move and letting the stick do the work.
I'm choking it out every time.
Watch this. Google Shane Van Boening makes 6 balls in the break. You watch this dude break, and I know it's just breaking in pool, but it's perfection. It's like something. It's like you ever see Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I love.
They made that dude work on the eggs for like a year. That's all he did was try to perfect
and
making
the one
this
son
egg dish.
Did it forever. Still didn't give him didn't promote him.
No,
he's like not good enough,
bro. You suck. You suck at sushi.
Yeah, you suck, man.
Well, it's like that, but this guy's got that with the break shot.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a Japanese term for that when you practice this one thing over and over and over again in an attempt to achieve enlightenment. Watch this motherfucker. So this is 10 ball. There's 10 balls there. Watch this. Watch the perfection of this. Watch. Boom. See how smooth that shit is? Look at those balls just scattering, son.
What the fuck?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like perfection. Like he just knows where to hit it. He knows what speed to hit it.
Right.
He knows what side. He's hitting not even flat on the one ball. He's hitting it slightly to the side. Well, that one he hit it pretty flat. Actually.
This is the cat that was born deaf?
Yep, he's deaf. Yeah, and when he plays, he shuts his hearing aid off. He doesn't hear shit. You can call him whatever the fuck you want. He's out there running out on you, son.
So this is the opposite of that in golf, where they're going to play in a couple of weeks in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's right.
It's called the Waste
Management.
They built this giant arena around this hole. It's like 17,000 people, and they're all cheering while you
It's a
play.
fucking party.
It's like the opposite of golf.
Oh, wow.
And this guy hit a hole in one.
But this, how many holes is it?
That's just on the par
It's a
3.
normal tournament. And everybody goes,
Oh my God,
ape
that's
shit.
incredible.
Watch how much beer they
That's
start throwing.
incredible.
People start throwing beer from the stands.
That's incredible.
See that? Well, they see they're all throwing shit on the. See that? Adam.
Come on. That's incredible.
With all that pressure to do that is pretty fucking
Amazing.
wild. Yeah.
This is what golf should be.
That's a great idea. Who came up with this idea?
These guys did in Phoenix.
Waste Management, literally the trash company. This is they sponsor this.
That's the best golf ever.
Yeah, dude.
That's real golf.
Yeah.
So pool has a thing that's not as grand as that, but it's called the Moscone Cup. And the difference between the Moscone Cup and everything else is the crowd cheers and they go nuts. And it's USA versus Europe. So it's teams.
Yeah.
So like if you and I were on Team USA, you would hit a ball, like you would hit the 4 ball and give position for me to play the 5 ball, and then I'd give you the 6 ball. And we go back and forth like that. So you and I would be playing against 2 people from Europe. And everyone's screaming and cheering, Europe, Europe, USA, USA. It gets wild, but then they all quiet down when the guy's about to shoot.
And then it's loud again.
It's loud again.
Oh, see,
he
I love
makes the
that.
ball. Yeah!
That's just like.
See if you can find
Ryder
Moscone
Cup?
Cup
Ryder Cup or
highlights.
President's Cup?
Yeah.